all the nerds.
Alright, so this weekend we had a ToyCon. It's hosted by, I don't even remember now. Hosted by Toys on Fire, there we go.
Really?
Yeah, it was hosted by Toys on Fire.
It's actually a small store in Montreal near Van Horn.
Yeah,
I believe.
Well, they have two locations. They have a website, and then they have two locations. One here in Montreal. I think the other one's in Ottawa, in Ontario, or something like that.
I heard it was bigger in Ottawa.
Yeah,
I've been to the one in Van Horn. It's small, but
Justin's
it's very
mind's
interesting.
like blown.
Well,
right now.
I know of Toys on Fire. I've been to their site and stuff. I didn't know
That is
that was
amazing.
Yeah. I didn't know it was them. That's
Yeah,
cool.
it's them.
Oh, okay. Well,
I actually thought that we weren't ever going to get another ToyCon because I heard through the grapevine that we weren't going to get one. That's why one of the other people that work at it or have a booth at the ToyCon decided to do his own, and that's what the Retro Expo was. And the High
I
Score
remember
Con.
like a few months ago you were really surprised at that.
I was, and then on top of that, we had that mini toy, like our toy comic festival, which was a combination of comic book stuff and the ToyCon. So I thought that they just weren't going to do a ToyCon anymore. But I was surprised that we were still going to get one, and of course, I'm not going to miss that something to do with toys.
yeah.
No, exactly.
So what did you guys think of it?
I really liked it. Like, unlike the Retro Fest, I didn't go to the first festival, but the Retro Con and the High Score Con, they're a little smaller, and they were in the smaller hotel lobbies, and those are cool. Walking into the ToyCon because there was no lineup because we got there and it was like no lineup, so we get in
Jam packed already though.
and then it was just like it was like night and day. You empty outside, you walk in, and it was like I can't move. There was so many people.
That was my really first little problem with it, but it was good because there's a lot of people there.
Well, that's the thing. I love that because it was just like holy shit! Look at all the people here gathered together.
There were some
thing.
booths because of it being so full that I couldn't get close enough to look at the tables.
A lot of stuff, people were looking at stuff, and I was waiting my turn to look at the comics because there was a few comics tables. I was not expecting that, but I was very happy about it.
Yeah, no, that's why I didn't I was just more there for the feel of it. I just like the atmosphere of conventions and stuff. I'm not a huge toy person, so
usually the smaller ones are nicer because it's a smaller room, but it's jam packed.
But I loved seeing there was a wall full of double-sided shelves, big shelves full of pop figures, and from that same booth that had that, they had full of Japanese toys, and on the other side it was full of DC action figures, and it was it was a really cool vibe. I really liked it.
You, Nick?
Well, I liked it. That's my main. But just as much as you weren't expecting comics, I was expecting a little bit more of video games.
That's true.
I know it's a ToyCon and everything, so that's why I'm not mad about it. But I'm a bit disappointed about that. And I love the fact that it was so many various things, though. It was a table, actually 2 tables full of Marvel Select.
Oh yeah,
there was so
a lot
many
of people were having Marvel Legends. Yeah, a lot of people.
Yeah, the new ones. Yeah.
I actually saw the table that had all the Marvel Select. Yeah, they had a Carnage.
Oh really?
Oh.
Yeah.
And what happened?
Good price? Or the same price?
They're basically the same price what you see on eBay. It's $80.
Okay,
well, that's another thing. Not everyone, of course, but some people, if not most, were really overpricing things.
Well,
I think that's a con atmosphere.
Yeah, but they were all dealers. That's the thing. There were a lot of already local stores coming and setting up a table at the con. So,
yeah, but
unlike private sellers,
I understand
you get
things, but
stores.
for one product specifically, I was asking for the price, and he told me something, which I was on my phone on eBay for watching the same thing. It was half the price.
Even
it's
Mark.
Sorry, but I can have it for that price.
That's it.
And the guy was like, oh well, here it's that price.
Yeah. But Mark was looking for the Man-Bat, the animated series, the recent one. I saw it for $70, and I'm like, well, I go to the girl because he was far because there was too many people. He's trying to reach me, and I was like, well, it's $30 on eBay. He's like, yeah, but we can't compete with that.
Well, I can understand.
I understand you can compete, but there's in between,
a huge maybe
don't overprice it.
$50 maybe, but $70. It was too much for me to put out.
Personally, I found two things. I found a classic McFarlane Japanese anime series, Ghost in the Shell.
Okay, nice.
And usually, like this
That's
series
a nice
is usually
figure.
like
I saw that one,
one of Ghost in the Shell, one of Akira, one of totally forgot, but a few of Akira because Akira's very important. And usually I saw on eBay and it goes for $20 shipping. I got it for $25.
There you go.
Yeah,
nice.
Also, there was
and that's the thing. You were worried that it was the start because you saw it was a McFarlane toy, which is usually in waves.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Shit, it's gonna be a whole Ghost in the Shell series," and it's not. It was like you said. It was just a figure based on the wave was one figure from different animes.
So no, I don't feel compelled to buy
get
them
the whole
all.
series. Yeah.
Unlike if it was me, I'd be compelled no matter what because there's like 1, 2, 3, 4.
But because of that, I found the Akira bike now of the same series, so I might get that
That's
one.
really awesome. I want that.
Yes.
Speaking of McFarlane's, the toys that I do like are the McFarlane's Monster series.
Oh, yeah, I remember.
And there was like
Jack the Ripper last night.
Jack the Ripper last time. There was a table full of them, and I was just like, no, I can't get any of
Good
these.
prices?
Okay, price. I haven't looked into them. That's the thing. At minimum, they were like 40 or 50. At most, like 80. Most was 85. One of them was $85. But they had like at least one of each, and I was just like, why? I can't. I don't have the room. I don't have the time. I can't. Where am I going to carry it? Where am I going to put it? It was.
That's what I liked about the con, is that we had enough of everything for every choice, every hobby, every interest. There was a shitload of Star Wars, shitload of Star Trek, shitloads of Transformers, anime, name it, all the Marvel, all the everything. There was a lot of Hot Toys. This was
the Back to the Future car and Marty figure.
I wanted it.
But I was disappointed in the fact that some of them, it's not disappointed. It's not my interest to go with the high end toy. I like the mid retro, like 90s, 80s toys that are.
So you're a hipster collector.
Yes.
Well, I like the old stuff too, but I prefer going through bins. I love digging through bins, and that's where I found the first thing that I picked up was Scale Tail from the Ninja Turtle line, the Ninja Turtle line. Yeah, and I found that in a bin. And when I saw it, it was a little loose, but when I saw that, I'm like, hey, it's one I don't have. So I'm like, yeah.
But I think that's what we like. We like going to like the flea markets and shit like and finding treasure. And
See,
that place had that.
I don't
and
care.
had also the big ones.
I don't care if the toy is slightly used. It has a story to it. I don't really care about that.
So it went from bins to Hot Toys to like everything you want.
Japanese imports, like that. Another thing I would have gotten was the scanner from Dragon Ball. It's over 9,000. They had them, and I didn't get. I didn't get anything because I was just like, I'm just there for the con, I'm just there for the environment.
The thing I was that close to buy was that set of badges from
Pokemon. Yeah, the league badges.
Boxes.
It was a nice. It was actually a nice little.
Well, actually, I wanted to frame it. It would be like a nice frame, having them all on display.
Like a velvet background.
Yeah,
it would be perfect.
Kind of like if they had done it with like the Dragon Balls that probably from the same distributors and stuff.
But then I checked this morning and they don't go for that expensive. I didn't ask yesterday for the price.
It was like what, $25, $30, I think for the set.
Oh, then it's mostly the same thing.
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
Yeah. What about the location? Did you guys like it?
I've been there multiple times, so
really?
I have no problem getting there.
It's my first con in that location.
Yeah, me too.
It was
I like it.
The parking sucked.
Well, it was full. It's not that it sucked.
I know, the parking sucked. I
it's
had to
not-
park across the street.
Okay, it's not that it sucked. It was just full. That's the thing.
I think it's actually in a great location for collectors because a lot of people live in West Island because it was up Midwest.
It was near the air. It was like a drive away from the airport.
Yeah, that's it. But near the airport, there's a big residential area. There's Dorval, like all the west of the
And a
island.
lot of construction, right? And detours.
Okay, well, okay.
we got lost. Is what I can say. Okay.
There's many
No,
Marriotts.
because we thought it was at some location, and then when we checked more specifically, it was like,
we were going to the street. We were going to the street Marriott, which is on like the other side of the island,
Yes.
and not the Marriott Hotel, which is where
And then
it was.
it says Marriott Airport, so we show up at the airport where there's a Marriott. And we're like, oh, that's not it. And then
it's
we
like
go
just another 10 minutes drive.
Yeah. But it was easily accessible.
Yeah,
yeah.
Once you know where to go.
Yeah, that's it.
But also, I just my Scale Tail. I bought some Reboot toys.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
yes.
yeah.
I can't pass up Reboot toys, especially Dot in her red dress. Yeah,
Well, she goes
Okay.
for
she goes at least $60 loose.
exactly, and
And
you
I got
it
a-
for how much?
I got $20 for like a whole 2 packs of like figures.
Exactly.
Yeah, that was cool.
So I was
Not
happy
that
with
you
that.
needed her.
No,
Well, it's
Like,
good to have.
I already have 2 others at home, and I have
2 other.
I have 4 other bad Bobs.
That
and I have
it adds up though.
Yeah, but it's not like he's gonna sell them.
No,
If,
no,
eventually.
no, no.
Reboot and him, no.
Yes. Yeah. Well.
I was able to find comics as well. I found
Yeah.
early
I've
runs
seen
of Iron
I
Man.
went through them a little bit.
The
also.
guy was a bit of a jerk, but the prices were so good. I was like, I hate you. Here's-
Because that's the thing. I know that guy. He goes mostly with the guide price.
but it was actually a good price of the guy.
I know,
think
exactly.
He lowered the grade for.
Because he understand that. Well, at some point you need to buy it for like to do a profit.
Yeah, that's it.
So it was pretty.
It's just the way he like I was there. It's the way he handles it.
Yeah.
He's a bit of a dick.
Yeah.
well,
that-
he's not a dealer again. He's just some guy that went there.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah?
his own-
With his own
yeah,
selection,
yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
Oh shit!
But
Yeah.
I go and like, what's the price for this one? It's like, well, I don't know. And I was like,
It's like
well,
I'm just asking. Relax.
like I have to check. I'm like, I know, but
Can I find out?
be nice about it. Just, I don't know.
Yeah. The guy next to him who had all his things
Laid out on the
Oh
table.
Yeah,
shit!
in the
yes,
My Lights.
amazing fucking
Oh,
comics.
yeah.
the guy in the he had-
Silver Surfer #1, Iron Man #1. That's all I
I'm
said.
actually surprised that you didn't
Focus.
buy the Silver Surfer.
Yeah.
I'm looking
Well,
for CGC.
He had that the issue. He had Killing Joke first print. He had the issue of Hulk with Wolverine on the
Oh,
cover
yes.
there. Yeah.
He had
Um,
first Jubilee, first Bishop. Well, these are easy to find and all. First Gambit,
First Cable.
first Cable.
also-
Spider-Man 300, Spider-Man 198.
Yeah,
And
he had
really
a,
old ones also.
yeah, he had a nice setup. It was
They had he had the first Galactus.
And he was so nice. That guy was really nice.
I didn't really talk to him, but
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but
trust you.
but his books were more expensive,
Yeah.
so he was nice about it. But no, he had a nice setup. They were in the My Light bags, and they were in the backer boards. They're the sturdier ones for,
And they're all nicely laid out.
and they were
Yeah,
all laid out,
basically
and
you could
and
see.
he had a box next to them, right?
You basically
Yeah,
had a
But he-
professional
But he had the
layout.
good
Yeah.
ones laid out in front.
but that is again, most of all the sellers that were at the con are mostly dealers. So
Okay.
they know how to handle things.
Let's talk about the elephant that was in the room.
Okay,
Bell 5.
it's true.
Bell 5?
The guy was
you
paid
didn't
to do
notice it?
nothing.
There was you walk
The
in
guy
and
yelling?
it's like
No.
Bell.
Bell
Canada.
Bell
Bell Canada was
phone
there.
company.
Oh, shit.
Remember
really?
that?
Yeah.
You
I didn't see that.
Okay, you walk in.
It was right next to the wands.
Yeah, exactly. You walk in. You walk
Oh,
in.
yes. Next
old
to the
toys.
Ninja Turtle.
Yeah. Old
electric
toys,
case.
handmade
Yeah.
wands, which are pretty cool.
Harry Potter.
Bell. Toys.
Yeah.
Bell.
Yeah.
And it was just,
And he had nothing on his table. There's a couple of
had a
pamphlets.
couple
The
of
guy
sitting
was
there.
literally like this all day.
Yeah.
it was yeah. It was.
You can't really refuse if they're willing to pay for a table.
I mean, yeah, and he's getting paid to just sit there.
Because
and
now Bell
get
is
people
actually
to sign
showing up at Cinestash now. They have
Oh yeah,
Really?
yeah. So
That's
they're
good
trying.
place. That's a good place.
They're
yeah.
trying their damnedest to get in.
That was
You don't
funny,
see
though.
Videotron do it.
No, but that was funny. It's just like, oh yeah, what? Oh,
It's just walking. It's like what?
It was
So
funny.
in overall, is it better than the last cons we've seen? Do you want to go again?
Well, I would definitely go again because I love looking at toys.
Would you change something? Add something, make it bigger.
Well, judging by the
Prices
amount of
wise are
people
good.
that were in that room, I don't see why they couldn't expand to a bigger room.
That's true.
What's across from that conference room? I think there's another conference room directly across.
But you paid at the entrance. So nobody knew how many people were about to show up.
No, I know, but they've done this more than once, and it's always been full like that every time I've gone. So if they could get enough people maybe to fill up the opposing room
Yeah.
and sort of have your table there and you could go in and check out both locations, that'd probably be a bit better, a little more space, and people can actually, interact more with some of the sellers. Because there's some tables I didn't really have a chance to really get in there and look just because it was too jam-packed. either people not necessarily buying, but people standing there talking with the people at the table, and it's like, come on, I want to see, I want to buy. If you have something, oh, that looks interesting, but I can't get in. Okay, I'll come back later. And there's other people there doing exactly the same thing. So it's like,
oh, it's a socializing place. Right?
Yeah.
It's a socializing place.
Yeah.
That's fun.
But that's what I like about it, because you get all these people, all these nerds, and that like the same thing in one place, and they're it's just, it's good vibes. I find it's just people interacting, and you got the dealers selling their shit, and you got people buying and finding things that they've been looking for, maybe. And maybe, and even if you get the bad apple here and there, it's it comes with the territory.
Is there anything that you would change?
I like what you're saying about the space. Maybe it's a marketing thing. Maybe they know it's like, if more people are crammed in, they'll stay longer and buy more things.
That's true, actually.
It's so changed. I can't say much about it. Bigger, not necessarily better, but just have more to see. Really. Yeah, more to see.
It's so good. It was like we're struggling to find something.
It's so good. But to answer, I don't remember who had mentioned it. I wouldn't say it's better than Retro Expo or High Score Con. It's just different and slightly bigger because they've been doing it longer, while the other ones are starting out. But either it's good with me.
You?
Nothing. I loved it. I thought it was awesome. It's just
don't be a dick. if you're a seller, don't be a dick.
Yeah. I mean, at some point, will it ever show up to as big as Montreal Comic Con? I don't think so.
Well,
but I think it's perfect that way.
They tried with the mini Comic Con / Toy Festival, whatever. They tried it, and I don't think it was really a success. There was probably the same amount of tables what we saw at ToyCon, put into a much bigger room, and there was too much space in between. It was just no.
Yeah.
So,
but that goes against what you were saying. Maybe it's the same amount of tables, same amount of people, but it's a bigger space, so it seems more empty.
That's why I'd get more put into the other room.
Well, that's what I'm saying is I don't think it's better. I think the quality is the same. I preferred Retro Expo. About space, probably that is the reason. I would just expand a little bit more, but I would like them to maybe merge with maybe with High Score Con, maybe add a little bit more. I know it's a ToyCon, but if they merge with video games, it will attract more people.
You don't want video games there.
I want video games.
Last time I went to the ToyCon, where we signed up, they pay for our tickets. There was actually all sorts of stuff to the left of that, and then to the right, the opposite side of the door, they had people who had built Lego sets.
Shit, that's cool.
They even had a Wall-E at one point.
Well, I've seen that at the mini comic con.
A Mindstorm?
I think it was Mindstorm. But it was multiple of the mechanics in it, and he was fully functional with the treads and everything. Nice. But that was cool to have there. This time here, it was only Ghostbusters and Star.
Yeah, Montreal Ghostbusters are there all the time. They're at every little con.
And a few Star Wars things.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. But don't you find that the place was actually saturated with retailers? Maybe they actually turned down people because I don't know. It was saturated. It was full. But yeah, we don't know.
We are
all the nerds.